Welcome to week 17 of Barrington Sports Monday Night Hockey. I'm Simon Mason, and on tonight's bumper episode we have highlights from Reading against Surbiton and East Grinstead versus Canterbury in the Women's Premier Division. In the men we've got Wimbledon versus Hampstead and Westminster, Reading taking on Surbiton and East Grinstead against Canterbury. First up, already relegated Reading, and I challenge you to say that quickly, hosted league winners Surbiton. Let's join Charlie Brougham for the best of the action.
Early penalty corner is Surbiton's, and it goes to Collins. Collins drags it along the ground and drags it into the back of the goal. Reading 0, Surbiton 1, 3 minutes in. Robin Collins finding the bottom of the net. Gibson a little half jump to the left, making it too hard for her to get to her right hand side. Penalty corner again, it goes to Collins. Collins drags it along the floor, looking for the deflection this time, but it's up and over the bar. Have a look from behind the goal. Gibson this time, no little jump to the left, but she would have been beaten by the deflection. Penalty corner for Reading, dragged along the ground, and it's a good save from Charbot in the Surbiton goal. Emma Thomas with the penalty corner, Charbot with the save. Down this right hand side goes Hannah Martin. Martin up against Dixon, and Martin leaves Dixon in her wake. Dixon tries to jab the ball back, but it's still Martin into the circle. Oh, what a save by Gibson! Really good save as it's played across by Martin. Naomi Evans with the touch, and that is a great save by Gibson. Surbiton probing down this right hand side. Play inside to Evans. Evans has got support inside. Chilton number 14 is there, and Reading get it clear. No, they don't, because it's one back again. Into the circle it goes. Oh! And Gibson with a fine save. Have another look at this from Hannah Martin. Martin looks to heaven as it comes back across. Martin's there. No, she's not. Gibson does well. Penalty corner. Goes to Collins once more. And again they look for the deflection. And again, Gibson makes a really good save going away to her left-hand side. Watch the keeper. Really good work from Amy Gibson. Another penalty corner. Again, it's Collins. Collins rifles it along the floor. And I think she was looking for a deflection off Becky Middleton. But does Downer get there before? Either way, it's past the post. Surbiton again come knocking Haycroft across the face of the circle. Here's an opportunity for Middleton. Middleton onto the reverse stick and blazes it over the bar. Good work from Haycroft into Middleton. Middleton driving across. Perhaps not the easiest shot for her. Can't find the target. Here come Reading. Ball forward, looking for Thomas. It's too long. It's over the back. And there's going to be no consolation for Reading. No third point of the season. The clock has run out and it's all over for Reading. They go down by a 1-0 to Surbiton. And their stay in the Investec Women's Hockey League will last just one more game.
East Grinstead hosted Canterbury, knowing that a win would guarantee them a spot in the playoffs. However, standing in their way were a Canterbury side in good form, having won their previous 2 games.
Ball out the back for Canterbury, and this is Brett. Brett turning into trouble, and she's been dispossessed. And here is Berner. Berner got support outside her and Barlow if she wants, but Berner cuts back inside. It's good work from Berner. This is Unsworth. Unsworth into the circle. Shot comes in. Well, it's in the back of the goal, but I think it's come off the foot of Zoe Burrell. Good work initially from Berner. She had Burrell in support if she wanted. She came inside for Unsworth. Unsworth playing it into the danger zone. As the shot comes in, look there, yeah, just off the foot of Zoe Burrell. Penalty corner. And it comes. And the straight strike from Pyrgos. Clulo onto the post, back out, and it's still there. Play on, says the umpire, and Canterbury get it clear. Let's have another look. Pyrgos with the strike. Clulo onto the post, and it spins out rather than in. And Canterbury lucky to survive as Burrell looks to... Canterbury Playing it back inside is Barnes. Barnes into the circle. Shot comes in from Brett. And Mackay saves and then gets a little giddy trying to make the clearance, but eventually East Grinstead get it away. Good save, and then a little bit of panic from Mackay. Penalty corner. And it comes from Chapman. Straight strike from Pyrgos, and this time Bulo gets it clear without the help of the post. Well watched by the Canterbury number 6. Chapman fires it in. This is Unsworth now, and that's a good right kicker from Helen Fagg to boot it away. Better took a little deflection at the top. Down the back. Gordon places into that right hand pocket. Up the line it goes to Burrell. Burrell back inside. Fires it forward, and here's an opportunity now for Blackwood. Blackwood actually got the support coming in the middle. Blackwood on the reverse stick, goes for the shot. Fagg comfortably saves it. Now Lucy Berner is making tracks. You can see her there peeling away to the left of screen. Ball, she creates the space for the ball to Blackwood, and then she comes on the left of screen and is on the ground. That could have been a different story. East Grinstead desperate for a breakthrough. Too high the ball, and so it will be a free out for Canterbury, and that is the final whistle, and East Grinstead will need a result on the final weekend of action if they are to make the playoffs of this season's Investec Women Hockey League.
Elsewhere, Leicester put 5 past Bowden Hightown, with Liz George getting 2 of them. Holcombe won away at the University of Birmingham thanks to goals from Maguire, Zappulla and Wood. And Clifton Robinsons beat Slough, with both the goals coming in the first half from Davis and Coulson. The top 2 places in the league are sorted, but the remaining playoff spots are up for grabs, with 2 points separating the next 4 teams going into the final game of the season. At the bottom, Bowden Hightown are now consigned to the relegation playoff, meaning Slough are guaranteed Premier Division hockey next season. First played 4th in the men's Premier Division as Wimbledon hosted Hampstead and Westminster in what could be a warm-up for the playoffs. These 2 were also the form sides in the league, so this promised to be an exciting encounter.
Here comes McIntyre. McIntyre has lost possession. It's a free hit to Hampstead and Westminster, and Brown will take. Brown goes the aerial route, and here is Calnan. Calnan with a first time shot. Wide of the mark as Bailey advances. Nice ball from Brown. Missed by Friend, and driven wide of the goal by Calnan. Henry Weir to inject. It goes to the nearest castle, and it is dispatched past George Ratcliffe by Borja Lawrence 28 minutes in, and the league leaders have the lead from a penalty corner. Bodden splitting keeper and post player to give the home side the lead.
Well done. Well done, Bolly. Great stuff, mate. Good field
Ball
goal.
crossfield.
Nice one, Bolly.
There's
Nice one,
a
Bolly.
bit of space for Wimbledon to work with
Yep.
down their
Good,
left-hand
good,
side.
Well done.
Ball
There it is.
now
Come on,
played
Bolly.
diagonally, Barrington in the centre of the park, and here is Phil Ball. Ball back across and turned in by Kinder. Wow, what a well-worked goal from Wimbledon.
Excellent.
And they've doubled their lead 4 minutes before the break. Johnny Kinder with it. Lovely ball across to Phil Ball, who waits and just anticipates that someone will be in the centre, and that person is Johnny Kinder. Watch with the penalty corner, and it's well saved by James Bailey. Decent height for the keeper. It was coming with some pace. Bailey equal to it. Ball forward comes from Craig, and the ball back again is cut out by Brown. And Brown, so Watt under a bit of pressure, but Watt spins away from Friend, and still going is Watt away from McIntyre. Mikey Watt has a little look up, spins back in field, still going. Crossfield ball played into the circle. Here's an opportunity, flicked into the centre and deflected by Richard Alexander, and it's in. Well, Richard Alexander gets Hampstead on the scoreboard. And what a final 27 minutes we might have here. Hampstead and Westminster breathing new life into this game as it's whipped across by Giles. Alexander somehow finds the backboard. Watt to the top of the circle. This time it's lower, and that's a really good save from James Bailey down to his right-hand side. This has plenty of pace on it, but Bailey with a glove stick combination. Hampstead and Westminster in search of this equaliser. Been involved in some high-scoring affairs in the last couple of weeks. 16 goals in the last two Hampstead and Westminster games. Here is McIntyre, and it's going to be a Hampstead and Westminster ball. And the ball played into the circle. Here's an opportunity for Giles. Doesn't really get hold of it. Bailey makes the save. And Wimbledon just about complete the clearance. I think Giles, time and space, but fluffs the shot. Can Wimbledon find a third goal that would just ease things a little bit? Here is Ebbers into the circle, and it's been cut out at the first line of defence. And that is the end of that, and Wimbledon return to winning ways after their surprise loss to Canterbury last week. Hampstead and Westminster are down but not out. They may well face Wimbledon in the semi-finals of the playoffs.
Reading hosted Surbiton, looking to finish the season on a high after a disappointing recent run of form. For the visitors, they would be keen to bounce back after drawing with Loughborough Students last time out.
Reading with the ball, and the big aerial is a good aerial because it finds Boone, and Boone on the half volley sees his shot saved by Harry Gibson. Good first touch from Boone, hits it sweetly on the half volley, but the angle helps Gibson make the save. Surbiton out of defence, and this is Ansell. Lovely turn from Liam Ansell. Ansell cuts back in field, has a little look up, looks for the support. Where is it? Just there to its right hand side, and he gets it back from Goodfield. Ansell into the circle, and Drayton Charner can't turn it in. Ansell to Goodfield, Goodfield back again, and a good pass from Ansell, and Drayton Charner sees his shot come back off Gary Noble. Here is Creed. Lovely reverse stick pass from Brendan Creed, and a chance down this right hand side, and a good run down the right hand side, and it's been finished off by Goodfield at the far post. Surbiton take the lead in the 27th minute, but all due to the work down the right hand side. Buckle into the middle and into the roof of the nets by Goodfield. Here is Wallace. Wallace off and over the stick of Watts, and still going Wallace. Wallace plays it to the baseline. Here is Hildreth. Hildreth back into Beckett. Beckett still going, and Beckett finds the back of the net. Dave Beckett doubles the lead 5 minutes into the second half. The goal coming from an attack down the left-hand side, initially through Zach Wallace. Hildreth plays it back into the danger area, and Beckett just anticipates ahead of Jefferson, and it's a snapshot that beats Noble. Big aerial ball, and it's been missed in the Reading defence, and Surbiton are in again here. Here is Ansell. Ansell! Wow, off the bar from Liam Ansell. Time and space, but he can't beat Noble. Mantell on that right hand side, and Reading desperate for a goal here to get back into the game, and it might well come here. Here's a chance, back across it comes, O'Connell, oh, he can't find the back of the net. Gibson makes the save. What a chance this is for Reading. First save from Gibson, cheeky pass between the legs from Tom Carson, but O'Connell just doesn't get hold of it, and the keeper makes the save. Penalty corner. Goes to Boone, little switch at the top of the circle, dodge, whoa, and can you believe it? The Surbiton goal stays intact. Dudwell with the flick, Gibson with the save, and he takes it away from Clark. In fact, plays it onto Clark's stick before it gets cleared. Here come Reading once more. Oh, they get a bit of luck. Here is Mantell. Mantell has given the ball away and they could be in trouble here. Goodfield into the circle. Goodfield spins away from Noble and finds the back of the net. And Surbiton score their third in the final minute. Reading 0, Surbiton 3. Ball given away by Richard Mantell. Goodfield still had an awful lot of work to do. But he goes into the circle. He spins away from the keeper. Finds the back of the net for his second of the game. Well, I'm not sure Reading are going to have any time to find a consolation. Ball play forward. And indeed, there is the final whistle. And Surbiton secure their third win of the 2017 calendar year with a 3-0 win on the road in Reading.
In our final match of the show, we head back to East Grinstead as Canterbury were the visitors. The home side was saying goodbye to their stalwart midfielder Glenn Kirkham after 11 years at the club. The visitors, however, were desperate for the points, being locked in a battle to avoid the relegation playoffs.
Canterbury, ball forward, looms up into the air now. Here's an opportunity perhaps for Boyne. And the angle just beating him. Comes up off the defender's stick. Touch from Boyne. He's always going to make it hard. Couldn't wrap the stick round it. Kirkham. All the way across to that left-hand side and helped up the line by Faulkner and just popped on by Faris Palais. Well, something might come of this. Here is Bowden on the reverse stick. Oh, it's gone in! Don Bowden has given East Grinstead the lead 2 minutes before half-time. And it's a goal out of nothing, really. I'd like to see the replay of how this goes in. As the ball is played back in to Bowden. He gets it on the reverse stick. There's no one around him. Oh, it comes off the inside of Dickon Stubbings' kicker. Free hit for Canterbury. And it's taken by Kane. Kane finds Pollard. Pollard turns back inside, has a little look, fires it across. Here's a chance. Oh, and it's been saved. Tom Bean denied by Patrick Smith.
Safe, buddy.
Good aerial ball by Bill Kane. Josh Pollard gets it strong, has a little look up, fires it into the circle. Tom Bean picks it up, but he can't beat Patrick Smith. East Grinstead applying the pressure. Everybody in a white shirt, apart from Smith, in the Canterbury half. Here is Catlin. Oh, there's a slip and Catlin into the circle, and Catlin makes it 2-0. What a finish by Nick Catlin. The slip didn't help Canterbury's cause, but Catlin took full advantage. Good drift defence. And as it comes back in, it's Pollard who goes down, and Catlin, well, there's no stopping that. Penalty corner for Canterbury. It goes to the left-hand castle. Here it comes, and Smith gets a foot on it, but does actually Jackson, number 7, get it clear? Let's have another look. Oh, he does. Good work from the skipper. Catlin. All back inside and cut out by Bean. Bean driving forward up towards the halfway line. Still going Bean. He's got Oates in front of him if he wants. Here is James Oates. Oates into the circle. Oates v Smith, and Oates wins it. 2-1, and James Oates gives Canterbury a lifeline in this game. Good work by Tom Bean initially as he drove up to the halfway line. Then he plays in James Oates. No one in front of him apart from Smith, and Smith just beaten by power. Catlin. Jackson. There's Palais. Fires it across. Deflection comes back and finished off by Chris Griffiths. East Grinstead 3, Canterbury 1 with 4 minutes left to play. And surely the points safe now for the home side. Paris Palais plays it in, comes back off Burton Bowen, and Griffiths fires it into the net. Here come Canterbury once. Oh, East Grinstead, sorry, once more. Catlin spinning away. Plays it up to Bowden. Bowden. Oh, he's got no one in front of him. Bowden into the circle. Bowden, can he find support? No, he can't. He doesn't need it. Oh, what a finish from Don Bowden. Chipping it over Dickon Stubbings' left shoulder. A cooler finish you won't see this weekend in the men's league. Driving into the circle, Stubbings advances. How about that for a piece of skill? Final play. Penalty corner for Canterbury. Fired in by Bean, comes back. Did it hit the foot of glass? It doesn't matter. That's the final whistle. And for the second consecutive home match, East Grinstead have won by 4 goals to 1. Holcombe last week, Canterbury this week, and it is a good send-off for Glenn Kirkham.
Brooklands Manchester University pulled out a vital win at home against Loughborough Students, with first half goals from Flanagan and Perrin. In the only Sunday match, Holcombe and Beeston played out an end-to-end encounter. The visitors twice went in front before being pegged back. The match was 3-3 going into the final minutes, but a penalty corner goal from Nick Banderak gave the home side all 3 points. With the top 4 already decided, the only thing to be decided was who would play who in the playoffs. It now looks likely that it will be Wimbledon against Hampstead and Westminster, with Surbiton facing Holcombe. At the bottom, Brooklands Manchester University have taken a huge step to avoid the drop, as they're now 3 points ahead of Canterbury, who they visit in the final match next week. That's all we have time for on this show. Congratulations to Scott Anglis and Anna Ringrove, who won the Barrington Sports vouchers in our Goal of the Month competitions. But make sure you subscribe now so you don't miss the next episode, and head over to galvanisehockey.com for more content.